Hi everyone, welcome to our first tutorial in our Python series. In this series we'll be covering the basics of Python and be moving up to more recursion and making GUIs and having a pretty solid foundation for you to go forth if you want to try out your hand with boot camps, if you're interested in getting more work to practice your coding skills, or if you're just completely new and want to pick up a hobby. This tutorial is for everyone. The only requirement is that you're a beginner in Python. Now for this tutorial, we'll be using a program called Idle. In this video, I'll be showing you how to download it. But the reason you might be using Idle in comparison to stuff like Visual Studio Code or in PyCharm is that it's very easy and straightforward to set up. I will be showing how to set up the other areas as well, as they have a lot of tools and are very helpful to use. But those tools aren't necessarily helpful when you're new to the field, because there's a lot of work that goes into setting it up, making sure your environment's okay, and you kind of get lost inside of this maze that it comes with these new programs. Whereas with Idle, you can just open it up and start coding right away. Now to get started, we're going to go ahead and download Idle. So why don't you go either on Mac or Windows, whichever machine you're using. You can go ahead and just search in Idle download. You'll see here a website of python.org. Why don't you go ahead and open up that? And Idle usually releases new items every day. As you can see here on the 5th of October, there's a new release of 3.9, which is very recent actually. I wasn't aware of this either. So what we go ahead and do is just download Python 3.9. Once you have that download, you can go ahead and just hit install now. And another thing that I will mention here is that you want to also add Python 3.9 to path. And why we do that is that later on, if we're using outside libraries, or for instance, if we're using Pygame to make a small 2D game in Python, we're going to want to be able to access the path and use Python there. So just to be safe, why don't you go ahead and click that. After you have that selected, just hit install now. This shouldn't take too long. It's a pretty quick setup. It's a very nice, neat, small library as well. You don't need to install gigabytes of everything, which is also another benefit in comparison to Visual Studio Code or PyCharm, but each of them have their strengths and weaknesses. And that's the type of idea I kind of want you guys to have going forth, is that there's not necessarily a better alternative to the other ones. It's more situational. Go ahead and hit disable path limit. And just hit yes here. There was a pop-up that said yes or no. You're going to select yes. And now you should see here the setup was successful. So why don't we go ahead and close this and close out of this. And then in the bottom left corner down here, I'm going to go ahead and type in IDLE. And you'll notice a few pop-ups occur here. If you see here, I do have a 3.7, but I do also have my 3.9. So 3.9 is the one that we downloaded. So we're going to work with that one. I'm going to go ahead and click on 3.9. And now I get this nice shell. So the shell is essentially your starting place for Python. Before we delve into any code or anything, why don't we try to make this shell a bit more unique for ourselves? I have dark mode enabled because I've been working with Python for a few years. But your idle, when you first start up idle, should look a bit like this here. Really quickly. Cool. So it's pretty bright. My eyes are actually kind of hurting from it. But if you see here, this is kind of your introducing to Python code area. What I'm going to do for everyone is if you go to options and then configure idle, you will be able to change the font here. If you like having larger fonts or the spaces, that's fine too. The type of font you want is fine. This doesn't have any effect on the code. It's just how you like your code to look. For highlights, you can change what stuff is highlighted. Over here, we have the highlighting theme, and there's a built-in theme and a custom theme. I'm going to go ahead and select Idle Dark, just because it's easier on the eyes, in my opinion. And after you select the Idle Dark and whatever fonts and tabs that you like, you can hit Apply, and then OK. And congratulations, you have now installed Idle. So, I'll wrap up this first tutorial here. This is just a very small introduction to Python and getting it installed. And in the next installment of this video, we'll be covering the basics of variables and how to get them to work in our code.